everyone, and welcome to another episode of Duke and Leon School of Life. I have Leon the Lonesome coming from a homeless shelter today. He's in a homeless shelter.
During a heat wave. Fuck, it's hot.
It must smell good there, mate.
I tell you, talk about being lonely. It was the week of the Shattered Fantasies. So it's the Shattered Fantasy Week. Two things. First thing.
You're lucky it's a week. Mine is a fucking lifetime of that shit.
No, this is just the 1 week. So anyway, I'm in the lift, right? Yeah. I'm in the lift, and there's this hot little Thai chick. She's like a badminton player. You know, she's a champion badminton player. You know, you used to always go on about tennis players. You know, she's got the body of a tennis player. I fucking hate tennis. All those
but
elbows.
their bodies, man.
No, all the elbows and the screaming daddy coach and all that shit. Fuck, no, puts me straight off. Hate tennis. Anyway, she's badminton. Beautiful. She's beautiful body. She jumps in the lift and, she's smiling and we're having a chat and I'm thinking, oh, my God, if the lift broke down, wow, what a fantasy. Anyway, the lift goes up to her floor, doors open. She goes, bye-bye, funny old man. You know, the doors close. Lift goes up 2 foot, bang, stops. 40 minutes later, lift goes down to the bottom, doors open. Kenny, the lift man's there. Leon, the lift broke again. Fuck off, Kenny. Fuck off. All right, that was the first one, right? After that...
What, you were stuck in the lift for 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that would
It happens all the time. But I was alone.
You don't have 40 minutes to waste either. It's funny you should say that because I went to the beach with my mate Keefe.
You go to the beach. Well, what is your fucking problem? What are you? Anyway, yes.
I love the beach.
Yeah.
We went body surfing and get down there and we're putting our stuff down and this girl, I don't know, about 25.
Yeah, what was she wearing?
G-string.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
G-string, green G-string.
How could you tell? They're so small. How could you tell? They're so small. How could you tell what colour
from
it was?
the front. Right. She was just perfect. She was perfection. She had this beautiful bubble butt, dark brown, like dark chocolate. I turned to my mate Keefe.
Yeah.
And I said, look at that dark chocolate ass. I said, dark chocolate's good for you. It's got lots of antioxidants and shit like that. And he said something. That was just fucking groundbreaking, right?
Yeah.
He said to me, when you reach our age, you should be able to go to the doctor and get a prescription for one of them.
Oh.
So what you do is you go to the doctor.
The whole thing or just the butt?
No, the whole thing. So what you do is you go to the doctor when you get to age. You get a prescription and then you just walk along the beach and see one of the girls you like and you give her the prescription and then you just take off with her. And like he said, it's like one day with her and you'd be 25 again.
For how long?
Well,
just for that day? Just for that day?
Well, that's enough. But my question to you is if you're going to get a prescription to do that, what would you ask your doctor for?
Oh, I don't know. Would there be like a checklist?
No,
No, you know what it'd be? There'd be like this checklist. Doctor has a checklist, right? And he'd say like large breasts, yes, blah, 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 blah. There's about 50 things, right? And it's like it's like a sushi train. You start getting ahead of yourself and you get really greedy. And then, and then he goes, okay, Leon. So I'm just going to put this in the computer, and this is what your woman's going to look like. God's sake! What the fuck? He said, you're only supposed to pick one of each category. You greedy cunt! Now fuck off.
Well, that's why on your checklist it's got to have. Say you pick big tits. Then it goes to question 7.
Yes, that's right. No, I don't want to go to question 7. Well, I tell you, we got a man court. Do you want to do man court
already? All right, let her rip. Man Court is now in session with judges Duke and Leon.
Okay, so there's a hospital. I'm not sure where it is. Well, actually, we won't say where it is because
we're not sure. We don't know.
Because we're under legal obligation not to identify anyone in these sessions for legal reasons. I've got that letter. I got that letter last week. All right, so there's a hospital that has created a sperm extraction machine for men who are too embarrassed to masturbate in hospital. Okay, so the man who's too embarrassed to masturbate in hospital, he's in man court, right? So is he a man? Is a man who's too embarrassed to masturbate anywhere, is he a man? I mean, it's one of it's your primary function. It's the main reason you exist as a man, isn't it? So you should be able to do it anywhere.
I'm just looking at this machine, right? And basically what it is, it's basically just a hole in the wall, a purple hole in the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, what would you rather do?
Yeah.
Masturbate in the shower at the hospital or in bed?
You're not
or stand at that fucking wall pumping it.
Yeah, I know, but you're
What's
not going to masturbate.
What's more embarrassing?
You're not going to masturbate in the shower. You just sit on a couch and they give you all these magazines. You know, sitting on a couch in a room, empty room with porno magazines.
This is a hospital, man. It's not a sperm.
Yeah, I know. I know, but I mean, you wouldn't do it in the shower, would you? Because you compromise the specimen, wouldn't you? But anyway, look, I take your point. What idiot would think, apparently these men are too embarrassed to masturbate, so we'll make this machine. And then what idiot would go, I'm too embarrassed to masturbate, but I'm quite willing to stick my dick into this thing that's plugged into 240 volts. I don't even know where it's made. I've got no safe. There's no safety instructions. There's nothing. Like, that's safe. I'm going to do that. Fuck, that's true. So any man who's willing to do that, other than just sit in front of a porno, old school, on the couch, I think it's not a man. I don't think he's a man. I think a man. I think there should be a masturbation room. Men, and that's the one with the couch and the magazines, and then the other room says other, and that's where they should go. That's the one with the machine. That's the one with the machine.
Yeah, look, I think if you're embarrassed to masturbate, it's, you're not a man. You got to, you should be prepared at all times to masturbate anywhere.
Anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere, anytime. You should be prepared.
Like if you're a firefighter and you're on call, you should be prepared to go and fight a fire at any time, anywhere. Doesn't matter. No questions asked.
That's right. And masturbate at the fire if you have to.
If you need to. If you run out of water. Which reminds me.
Look, I've been following the news, and you know how they're saying Australia's going to go to war with China. They're saying China. They're saying China's going to come and take over, and Australia's going to go to war with China. The only people that the Chinese are not going to kill are the ones who can masturbate on command. So they're going to come in. They go, you masturbate, you pull out cock, you do it now. And if you do it, that's it. Okay, we give you Chinese food. If you don't do it, boom.
Jesus, you need to sleep more, I think, Duke.
I just slept for 14 hours.
Well, maybe you needs to sleep less. I don't know. There's something going on there. Anyway, that's good. Yeah. Well, so what are we saying about a man who's too embarrassed?
Not a man.
Not a man. Not a man. A real man can do it anywhere, anytime. I got the saying of the week. Saying of the week.
Yes.
I got two saying of the weeks. I got this one. This is actually a woman describing another woman's vagina, right? I can't remember in what context. I was way too distracted, but I was reading it. And she goes about this woman's vagina. It's like looking into a butcher's dustbin. And I know. I just had to. I'm thinking, what? And then it all just came to me in a flash. I'm going, wow, that's so vicious. That's just so hardcore, isn't it? Like a butcher's dustbin. Oh, God, with all the bits.
With all the meat scraps in it. It's got all the meat scraps.
That's exactly what she was going at for. You know, oh, my God.
When did she see this woman's vagina?
I don't know.
And who is this woman?
I can't remember. I was just reading it, and then I thought, because I just wrote it off as like, it doesn't really make any sense. And then about 2 minutes later, I just got it. And by that stage, I'd lost whatever I was reading. It's gone into the big pool.
So is she saying a badly packed kebab? It looks like a badly packed kebab.
No, she didn't say that.
Or a torn couch?
No, a torn couch. Oh, you remember we used that once, didn't we, somewhere? Yeah.
Butcher's dustbin. I'm gonna use that.
I don't know
what context.
I just did.
But
I just did. I just used it. So,
what's the other saying?
Someone was abusing a man for not being a man. He said, "You got lady balls." I think that's South Park, isn't it? I sent you that link.
Lady balls.
You got lady balls, and I thought, wow, that is so cool. That was so cool. You got lady balls. Like, you know, you could use it like if you're, when it rains pretty hard, but, it's raining, right? It's raining and you're walking along the street and a guy walks past you and he's got an umbrella. Don't you hate that? Men with umbrellas, and you think like, well, what are you, fucking Mary Poppins?
You know what's worse?
Mary Poppins. And you go, no, and you go, you're Mary Poppins. What the fuck? And then you go, you got lady balls, mate. See that? See how it works? You got lady balls, mate. And then he looks back at you and said, you're fucking wet, you idiot.
Men with umbrellas when it's not raining. That's the worst. That's keeping the sun off them.
I've never seen that.
I've seen that.
Have you seen that? Or you go down to the beach all the time?
A lot of Asian people do it.
Oh, right. Okay. What are you going to say? No, you're going to say umbrella in the accent? What you looking at?
No, I wasn't going to do an accent. But if you want me to, I will. I'm keeping sun off me, you fucking melanoma cunt.
Oh my God!
No, but lady balls,
that is just so bad. I don't know. I don't know.
Set the whole thing up. That's what I like about you. You set the whole thing up, then laugh when I say it and go, "That is so bad. That is."
That's like me with my Rottweiler going.
You always did that.
Jump the fence and eat the rabbit. Jump the fence and eat the rabbit, and then he jumps the fence and eat the rabbit. And I'm going, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know. Bad dog.
Bunny,
bad dog. Rabbit. Bad dog. How could you eat the bunny?
No, lady balls, I'm going to use that next time I go to the football. That's great for the football. Like when, when someone does a soft tackle, or you fucking lady balls.
I know. As opposed to all the other lame shit. The lame shit. Kill the ref. Oh, I remember that. Oh God, kill the ref. All these old women just sitting there in their juices,
knitting,
sitting on the grass.
Knit too.
Knitting, sitting in their juices on the grass, going, kill the ref. That's not 10.
Juices. Oh my
Get
God.
onside. Get onside. Oh fuck. Anyway, what do we got? Oh, sex world records or something. I didn't read the whole thing. I was too distracted. But there's the one. So the world record for the longest ejaculation.
Yes. What was it again?
6 meters and projectile velocity.
Which is about, like, for our American friends, it's about 20 feet.
Is that right? 20 feet?
More, isn't it?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know how many feet. Well, I'm assuming he's got 2 feet because you'd have to stand pretty still.
Yeah, it's about 20 feet. Yeah.
And 68 kilometers per hour. That's that's projectile velocity.
Fuck, that's faster than a tennis serve
or a badminton serve, definitely. And 6 meters. So, like, I'm assuming he's a fireman, I would think. And I think that's pretty good going. 6 meters. Fuck, man.
Yeah, that's fucking amazing. Meters. So I wonder if he's a sharpshooter. So he could stand. Could stand like 6 meters away behind a tree, and then just wank, and there'd be some old lady sitting down doing her knitting, and he'd just go boom, and she just all of a sudden gets sperm on her face. She'd be looking around. There's no one there.
or he's got, there's a chick and a guy on their first date, and he's got one of those what are those rolls, you know, those Vietnamese
banh mi rolls,
banh mi roll. So the boyfriend, racist, the boyfriend is opening he's opening the roll, and then our mate's behind the tree, bang, shoots a load off, right? Spank straight into the roll. He looks down and he goes, "Oh, I told you, no mayonnaise." First date over. He ruins the first date.
And he doesn't even have to run away because he's 6 meters away and no one can. He's just got his hands in his pockets, whistling, walking by.
No, but you know he's such a fucking show off. He's got his world record medal around his neck. And then the guy runs over and grabs the medal, and it says longest ejaculation in the world. And he goes, first place, right? Or record holder. You! You're the one that ruined my first date. And then fucking just hammers him. Anyway, that's what happens.
That's what happens. That's what happens. Iglooing.
Yeah. I got it written here. So is it real? Do you think it's real? So what are you going to tell?
So
what is it?
So what it is people do a shit in a condom, and then they put it in the freezer, and then when it gets hard, they stick it up their ass. They masturbate with it up their ass.
Yeah. So this all started when someone who had a whatever Twitter. Oh no, TikTok. It's TikTok, I think. And they were in a holiday house or someone's house or something. They opened the freezer and they found all these condoms with shit in it.
Yeah.
And they've said, "Oh, that's iglooing."
Iglooing.
So is it real?
It's a big trend on TikTok. Have you seen, like, there's people, there's housewives doing it. There's
they say they're doing
middle-aged men at work.
They say they're doing it,
well,
but is it?
What's the difference? If you're saying you're doing it, you may as well be doing it.
How the hell do you shit in a condom? How does that even work? You have to use a funnel or what? No, I think it's just all. I don't think it's. I don't think it's real. But let's just say, why would you have frozen shit in a freezer to start with, right? Why would you do that? I mean, frozen sperm. Yeah. No. Well, if you weren't iglooing, what's the other options? There aren't many options, really, are there?
Hoarding. Have you seen those hoarding TV shows where they hoard their shit and piss?
Yes. Now, I know this. Now, this is a story from many years ago, about 30 years ago. This woman, her mother died, and she was telling me this story. Her mother died, and they were looking through the house because she was a bit of a hoarder, but they thought she'd have some money, right? And they saw this, like, all these floorboards were loose, and they pulled up the floorboards, and there were all these little packages, and they were all neatly wrapped paper packages, so it looked like money. You know, like money.
I'm rich.
And she grabbed it, opened them up, and there was about 100 of them, and they're all just full of shit. Ugh. So this woman had been shitting and then wrapping them up really neatly, and then that's what she was doing, and that was her hoarding thing.
Anyway, back to iglooing. I came up with something. It's called volcanoing. Volcanoing. So what you do, it's like iglooing. You spew up, you throw up in a condom. You put it in the freezer, wait for it to get hard. Stick it up your ass, and then you wait for it to melt. And then when it melts, you prick it with a pin, and all the spew goes like a volcano. A British woman, says sex with alien lovers gives her out of this world orgasms. Okay, so a British psychic has claimed that she has had sex with aliens, enjoyed out of this world orgasms. She said she's often visited by them for sexual encounters and is able to have orgasms when she contacts them, giving her a better experience than any physical lover she has slept with. Well, she's a fucking psychic. Who's going to fuck her? She calls the group, this is what she calls the aliens, she calls the group Team Spirit.
Yeah.
They have a UFO, a flying saucer, which they go off into other planets within our solar system.
Yeah.
She said that this happens in her mind when her body, her physical body, is asleep.
Oh, the whole thing, the whole experience.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, I was about to say the reason she doesn't jump in the spaceship and go back with them is because it's so small. They're actually only like an inch tall, and she can't fit into the spaceship.
She then stated that her boyfriend on the spaceship, Ian the Octopus Man. Ian the Octopus Man. So what does that mean? Why is he the Octopus Man? Does he have like 8 dicks? Or
no, 8 hands. 8 hands with 8 devices that he interacts with.
He happens to come from a octopus race.
What?
That's what she said.
She's still going. This is what she's saying.
This is the last thing she says. All of them, all the aliens indulge in sex, but the horniest and the extremely highly charged sexually are the cat people.
The cat people. Look, if you just think to yourself, like imagine you were your psychiatrist, right? And you're sitting there behind the desk, and you know, oh hi, how you going, Miss Smith? Can you tell? So what seems to be the issue? And then she just comes out with that. Like, really, what would you say? What would you do? You go, I don't know. Probably the first thing I'd say is, and then what happened? I don't know what I would do. I would just, you
just say, look,
eject button.
Have you ever heard of shock therapy?
Yes, I use the same sort of therapy, but it's with a handgun. Hundreds of girls, anxiety, 28, and what's a Ouija board? I don't know.
It's a Ouija board.
It's spelled with a Q. Why wouldn't it be Ouija board?
It's Ouija board, and it's spelled with an O.
Well, is it what? It's an O.
Put your glasses on, you fucking idiot. 28 girls, schoolgirls, hospitalised with anxiety after playing with Ouija board. So, for those of you who don't know, Ouija board is this board. It's got all letters and numbers around it, and it's got like this clear thing that everyone puts their fingers on, and the spirits guide it to each letter. So if you ask it a question, if you say, what spirit am I talking to? It'll say Uncle, it'll spell it Uncle Leon.
It's from like someone they know. It's a person who's passed away.
Or it could be a person you don't know either.
But
it could be just some spirit that's come in. Yeah,
but it's
a dead spirit.
Dead spirit communication device. So it's like a mobile phone for dead spirits.
Yeah, that's right. But you don't know who you're calling.
So whoever's in the room at the time or whatever like that.
So nearly 30 girls have been hospitalised with anxiety attacks after. And if you know the movie The Exorcist, that's how the demon came into Reagan, because she was playing with a Ouija board, and that's how people get possessed. That's the like 90% of people that get possessed play with Ouija boards.
So it's a portal. So not only do they get to communicate with the spirit, but the spirit passes through the board and then into them. Can do. Oh, right. So normally, it would be like using a phone, and then suddenly you just get electrocuted. The phone electrocutes you.
Yeah.
So the electricity from the battery in the phone goes through into you.
Yeah, and then when you wake up, your head's spinning, doing 360 degrees.
Wow.
Anyway, it says,
I don't know. That sounds so cool, though.
It says nearly 30 schoolgirls have been hospitalised with anxiety attacks after allegedly playing with Ouija boards at their school. Then underneath it says they're not in good spirits. And it says, and then it repeats it again, right? Yeah. And it says, what I like here, they all went to hospital, but what I like here is they spoke to the woman who runs the canteen at the school, and she said, "Oh, well, we serve them a good breakfast every day, so it's not due to malnourishment."
Oh,
so she's defending herself straight away. She's like, you know how in those institutions, it's not my fault. I give them food, or either that.
Or the cleaner. Oh, it's not my fault. I use white vinegar. I use white vinegar. I don't use any chemicals.
Either that, or the woman at the canteen's got something to do with it, because it sounds like she's got something to hide.
Yeah. So she's rushed out from home. She's running late. She's got to serve breakfast, and she's taken the jar which has got her boyfriend's stash in it, as opposed to like the pepper or the salt or something. And she's such a hurry. She's all right, girls, and she's poured it all over. Yeah, it's all fine. And it's like LSD or fentanyl or whatever, you know, and that's it. Bang. And then she's realised. She's had a look at the label, and instead of salt or pepper, it says stash.
And then they went and played with their Ouija boards, and now they're all possessed. But
no, and then they're all like lying on the floor convulsing, and they're all going fucking crazy. So she thinks, I'm going to lose my job. So she goes into the games room and she gets 20 Ouija boards and she just throws them. She throws them in the room.
Ouija boards in a fucking game.
I don't know. She's throwing the Ouija boards in there and she's going, fuck, that'll throw them off. That'll get them going. They'll never think it was my boyfriend's stash. Big John.
This is what I really like. However, Mrs. Torres has since accused community members of stoking hysteria by spreading unfounded rumours. Let's examine these rumours. What could these rumours be? I was walking past Cheryl's house, and I looked in the window, and her little girl, Betty, her head was spinning round, and she was throwing up green shit everywhere.
No, it's I was walking past little Joni's place, and she was coming out the front door, and I was walking past, and she saw me, and then she ran back into the house. She's got anxiety. Oh, so what were you wearing? I was wearing my really, really short shorts. I had one thong, and I had a singlet on.
No, you idiot. This is about possession.
So she ran back into the house, not because she's scared because you were fucking standing there. It's because she was on a Ouija board all night. Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Ethel's at the shopping centre. She's at the shopping centre, and her daughter is one of the girls in the hospital. And one of the other mothers comes up to her and says, "Do you know what she did, your cunting daughter?"
That's it.
So that's the kind of. That's it. And another one saying, I walked past Martha's house, and all I could hear coming out was, "Let Jesus fuck you. Let Jesus fuck you."
Oh, so she was watching The Exorcist, do you think?
No. These are the rumours that have been spread around town.
Yeah, and then it goes from like one girl to 28. Suddenly it ends up at 28 girls. All right. So what are we saying?
It says it is unclear if the school is going to update the situation.
Update the situation? Go to digital Ouija boards. Digital Ouija boards.
All right, it's historical text. This time we're in Viking days.
Vikings. I love Vikings. I love boats.
Historical
I love
text. Vikings. You are Leon the milkman. So what's happening is you're on a little island off Sweden.
Yeah, or Norway.
Your own little island. They've got big-titted Swedish girls, and you're milking their breast milk.
Yes,
because it's a big seller in Turkey, ancient Turkey.
How do I keep it fresh?
Well, you just bottle it and...
or maybe I dehydrate it. I dehydrate it, turn it into powder, and then I send it to Turkey.
No, the Turks like it all creamy.
Well, how do I keep it?
You don't have to. You don't worry about that. You just put it in its container.
So I'm in manufacturing. I'm not in logistics.
Yeah. The ship comes in, they carry off the containers, and you're just milking breasts all day with these. You're living
the dream
with 50 Swedish girls, young Swedish girls on this little island, and you get milk from their breasts, and the rest of the day you're just all frolicking in the flowers and laughing and having a good time. Suddenly, you get a text. The text goes...
That's the sound of... Oh, that's it. All right. I thought it was the other one. Yeah.
So you get a text, and it's from a Viking called Udga. Udga, the necrophiliac.
Yeah.
So Udga, for anyone who doesn't know, necrophiliac is a person that fucks dead people. And
Allegedly.
Udga says to you...
in the text.
Viking sick. Oh, no, how do Vikings talk? Viking sick. Leon the milkman, you must report to the boat to go on suicide mission. So on his boat, on the side of Udga's boat, because he's a necrophiliac, it says, man, woman, don't care as long as they're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, and he wants you to go on his ship on a suicide mission. And all of Udga's missions are suicide missions because he's the only one that ever comes back.
Oh, but he never dies, but everyone else does.
No, he never dies. So, he has a great time. He goes out, everyone dies, he fucks everyone and then comes back.
Oh, fuck.
And they're coming to pick you up from the island. They're coming to pick you up from the island, and Freya, the head of all the girls, says, oh, no, Leon, please don't leave us. We will die without you.
Oh, this is a hard one. A real hard one because...
That's what she said.
Because the only way to get rid of the, what's his name, is to do a body swap. Udga, yeah. You'd have to do a body swap. So what you'd have to do is I'd have to get the flat-chested woman that I could find, who's probably who doesn't produce that much milk anyway. I'm thinking, I don't know, and so then I'd think, well, it'd be an economic sort of decision. Then I'd dress her up as me, and then I'd dress up as her. So I'd get some coconuts and I'd cut them. I'd cut them in half, and I put this bikini thing together. I wouldn't shave, but I'd have a quick sort of like, that's right. I'd cover myself in mud, and then I'd say, oh, sorry, I'm just in the middle of my mud bath, but Leon's over there. And then they go, oh, I'm not Leon. I go, he just saying that, and that's how I would do it. And they'd take Leon off, and that would be it. But you know what? I wouldn't do it because I've got too much integrity. And I would say, no, I'm going to step up and I'm going to go on the boat. Because I love my girls so much and they've been so good to me. Letting me milk them, I'm going to step up and I'm going to go. So how's that?
And then we cut after you say that.
To the inevitable. Going, why did I do this? Why did I do that? I want to go back. I'm not
Leon. We cut to you lying dead in the mud with Udga on top of you. Go,
That's Leon now. That's Leon now. Ask Leon now, ask Leon now.
Elke Somerset.
Elke. She's from Italy, I believe.
Iceland.
Iceland. Ooh.
Elke Somerset from Iceland asks Leon.
Yes.
Leon, what would you do if you woke up in the morning with a vagina instead of a penis?
Well, I'd go straight to the shower, I think. Straight to the little room.
First thing I'd do is shave it.
Oh, shave it, yes.
Shave it.
Yes. And then and then what I would do, first thing I would do is I'd set up an OnlyFans account, and then I would shave it. And then I would just post once a day, and then with the money I would buy a nice sports car. And then I'd go and live on an island all by myself. And I'd just be by myself with my vagina. Just with my vagina.
You know what I'd do? I'd go to the first lesbian club. Because I'd look like a real butch leso. They'd love me. And I'd pick the most feminine leso that I could find, most feminine lesbian I could find, and I'd be doing scissors with her. I'd just be doing scissors.
What is that scissors thing? I keep seeing that. They keep going on about scissors. What's that? Is that like spooning?
What that is?
Is that spooning?
No, it's when it's hard to describe. It's when they're rubbing pussies together, but they got their legs on the
like scissors, and you got to go sideways in.
I'd just be scissoring. I'd spend my whole life scissoring.
God, I keep saying that, and I'm thinking, what the fuck does that mean? And then, oh my God, it's bizarre how they.
Mate, I'm gonna have to kick you out of the pervert club if you don't know what scissoring is.
I can't keep up with everything, Duke. There's names for fucking everything now. ghosting and scissoring, and then what was the other one? There was something else.
Iglooing.
Iglooing, and then there was something else I was looking at, and it's coming up, and I'm just going, I can't keep up. I need like a note pen and pad.
Oh, gee. You can't get one of those anyway.
Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now. Ask Leon now.
I got a letter for you. Dear Duke and Leon, I have been having an affair with a ghost for the last year.
God.
I am the only one who can see her.
Yeah.
My wife walked in while I was doing her doggy style. When my wife walked in, she said, "Why are you humping the air?"
Humping the air.
I replied, "I am doing Kegel exercises."
Yeah.
I'm in love with Sandy the ghost and am considering leaving my wife for her. Do you think that is a good idea? Signed, Neville.
No, Nev, that's a bad idea. Okay? I think you just got to find a little quiet place where it's just you and Sandy and just do your thing. And look, honestly, I wouldn't write another letter to anyone, and I'd probably not mention it to anyone. I would just keep it as your and Sandy's little secret.
You know what? That's the best advice you've ever given. I mean, that's real fucking advice.
Fucking hell. What are these people?
But I'm going to go the opposite way. I'm going to say, leave your wife, buddy. Just leave her. Take off with Sandy. Go wherever you want. Just leave your wife alone. Because I'm looking, out of duty of care for the wife.
And then he goes, what about Brisbane, Queensland? Oh, no, Sandy doesn't like the heat. It's like, what? What are you talking about? The ghost, you idiot.
To me, Sandy sounds like, she's totally see-through.
Personality-wise, that's right. She's completely transparent. Yeah. No, I think she's transparent. She's only after your money. What do you think?
And pretty soon she's going to ghost you.
All right. So the Chinese, as you know, the Chinese are trying to go to the moon. Very, they
We're going to fucking moon.
Yeah. Okay. And so, technology-wise, the Chinese are just so far ahead. They're so far ahead of everyone else. And this is not just the moon. The moon thing's not even close to the amount of technological ability these people have. They have created this kissing machine. So you buy this machine, and you might be Zooming someone, or WhatsApping someone, or even just talking to them on the phone or something. And then when you start kissing the machine, and the other person has another machine like that, and they say it's like kissing real people.
So it's this machine. It's got like lips. It's got lips, and you activate it. The other person activates it, and you can be kissing each other from miles away. So what? So they're going to do that like 100,000 for their astronauts.
For their astronauts, that's where they developed it, because
that's where
they say,
"Oh, you know what?
We don't want no lonely astronaut." That's not. I don't know what accent that is. That's one of the scientists they stole from somewhere, Brazil, because he developed it. Because they don't want lonely astronauts. Because loneliness in space, you know what happens? They start masturbating. And what happens when you masturbate in space, Duke? What happens?
The sperm
Chaos.
floats everywhere. And like that woman who got pregnant, that astronaut who got pregnant because some guy was masturbating. The other astronaut was masturbating. But
sperm,
you know what you could do with that machine?
No gravity.
You know what you could do with that machine? You could take it one step further, and it can be a blowjob machine. So the other person is using it in their mouth.
Robot. That's just a sex robot.
The other person's using their mouth on the other side, and you just stick your dick in it.
But that's just a sex. You can buy that now. Sex robot. This is about.
Yeah, but you've got another person actually doing it. That'll take OnlyFans to a totally different level.
Oh, you're right. Because
because they could be giving blowjobs from miles away,
hundreds
from the other side of the world,
on the moon. Fuck you. This is like they talk about AI being a leap forward. This is like a huge leap forward. This is amazing.
Soon it'll be like a vagina one. God. So a girl just puts the machine on her vagina, and then the guy on like a girl in France is doing that on a vagina, and then a guy in
Portugal.
Yeah. Is fucking the machine.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right,
everyone.
Thank you so much for listening. God,
to this shit.
You need therapy after this.
Duke and Leon.